All right, this is episode 13 of the Soft Draw Show Bloodborne Extravaganza Part 1 and 2.
Featuring Arnold Palmer.
And Miller High Life.
I'd rather
Not-
have that.
Not brought to you by, but definitely featuring.
Probably featuring pretty often,
Yeah, it's featuring it right now.
including the first episode of this podcast.
You
Literally
know-
named after it.
That is true. So anywho, today we're finally going to talk about Bloodborne like we have been saying we're going to.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of gripes with this game.
Surprisingly sour on it after playing it
Yeah.
recently.
Even though we're like in the middle of a playthrough right now.
Well, it's still good. It's just like,
yeah, it's good, but there's a lot of dumb shit.
I don't like it as much as I thought I liked it.
That's weird. Me neither. I think I just needed like somebody else to point out, like, wow, this thing sucks right here. Actually, you know what? It kind of does.
Well, I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
I can make you hate anything you love.
Well, you like that? Sucks. It's garbage.
Oh, he's right.
Oh, shit. Shit. No, but you know, it's good, but it's certainly fucking flawed.
Well, we could talk about the good first and just leave the episode off on a really bad note. You want to do that?
Yeah, actually.
Let's leave everybody leaving this really sad.
Well, I think it's a lot easier to go through what we enjoy more than what we hate, because there's a lot of what we don't like.
Well, yeah, also the things we don't like are pretty like specific and require
Yeah.
context.
Yes.
Whereas the things we like are much more broad.
Indeed.
Because I think we both like mostly like it.
Yeah, I mostly like the game. It's like it's not like hard to sit down and
Yeah.
play it,
We wouldn't be doing a second playthrough if we didn't really like it.
even though the second playthrough has taken a lot longer. Took a little bit of like a gaming break on it because
Yeah, well, we decided to be Crusaders first.
well, we had played Dark Souls 3 recently, where we would just like do a playthrough, be like, okay, we're done, and then immediately start another one
Yeah,
within, I love it, the same day.
we did that about 7 or 8 times probably.
Yeah. And after a while, it became like the biggest chore known to man to really get down and try it again, which is
Yeah, those
unfortunate
last
because
2 or 3 playthroughs were probably not very enjoyable.
which kind of sucks because there's like a couple of those that we started and never finished. Or actually, just one that we started and never finished that I actually want to go back and finish eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Anyway, that's besides the point. We're being
I'm
a little
surprised
bit
we
more
got 5
intelligent with
playthroughs
Bloodborne.
out of that, though.
Was it 5?
Something like that, yeah. I'm surprised we got 5 out of that were like just great.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, there's a few that were awesome.
But yeah, let's
Right.
you know,
To the
not treat
topic at hand.
Bloodborne like a fucking career.
No, I think if we do one more after this, that's probably enough.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We'll just do like a magic one. Well, I'll do a magic one. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'll probably just be like a magic boy though.
Magic Man. I have no idea. I'm doing a pure strength right now, which is like really overpowered.
We're both doing pure strength. It's
Oh,
great.
that's all right.
Fucking melting everything.
It's a lot more overpowered than I kind of expected.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect Bloodborne to have like a great strength build. You'd expect Dex,
Right.
which
There's a lot
you know
more
obviously
weapon-
Dex isn't bad, but
skill.
I think Bloodborne is just like if you do a lot of raw damage, you just win.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need to move that much. Even though Bloodborne is like the most mobile FromSoft game, you don't have to move that much if you just do enough damage.
Right. You can really, especially if you're doing just strength, because you only have to level up strength and skill to whatever weapon you're using. Then you
Right.
can just dump all your points into health and endurance, and then you can just tank everybody. You win.
Or just like stagger them enough to where they can't attack you at all. Because I've noticed I've just been like, I got my beast cutter in my hand and I just fucking R1 spam all day. I don't move at all. Even when we're fighting a boss, it's like I'm just winning. It's great. It's like the most power fantasy version of Bloodborne in existence. Though I've heard Arcane is like a lot more of that if you build it right.
Yeah. It would be fun to do Arcane. There's a lot of really cool weapons and those magic items or whatever, the spells.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I might do the same thing, really. I've never done it. I kind of fucked around with it briefly when I did the that build a long time ago with the Moonlight Greatsword, essentially.
Right.
But I just like got enough points to use it, and that was about it. Ugh.
Yeah, I've heard the beginning is kind of tough, but it gets a lot better pretty quickly.
That's like with like the same thing with DS3, where our magic boys were super weak for a while.
And then all of a sudden it was like a switch flipped.
Yeah.
And we were just face rolling the game.
Yeah, pretty outrageous. Anyway, nice dead air there. I was trying to think of what the fuck I was thinking of.
Yeah, call attention to it. It's good.
Yeah. Professionalism. Anywho, the let's see. I played Bloodborne by myself basically the first time because you were just like, nah, not even gonna. I'm not doing that.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'll get into why that is later.
Yeah. But it was like
I forgot you had that playthrough by yourself before
I had
the
like
DLC.
3 playthroughs by myself.
Hmm.
Yeah, quite a few. Just only one of them actually beat the game.
I figured.
I'd get to Yahagul and then turn that the fuck off.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's
The whole game turns to shit.
yeah, which I imagine we'll go deeper into when that's appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like the first time I played the game, I was like, "Well, this is fucking scary." And
Yeah, that game is fucking scary. It's so atmospheric.
it's definitely the most atmospheric, Souls-esque game.
I kind of want FromSoft to just make like a horror game
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
because they're obviously good at it.
Right.
I just want them to focus on the horror aspect more.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Because Dark Souls is not scary.
Just like team up with like fucking Hideo Kojima and just like make a sick
Could
ass
you-
Death Stranding 2.
Could you imagine?
That would
but not-
literally be the most atmospheric game that has ever existed and could ever exist.
Right. But no, Miyazaki's going to team up with George R. R. Martin instead. Perfect.
Wow, the writing.
Mm. Let's get a guy who overwrites and another guy who underwrites and put them together. Perfect.
Yeah, you get the perfect amount of writing. You get 50% of a script.
Yeah. Jesus. Anywho. Let's
Yeah.
deviate again.
Let's get sidetracked all day.
Yeah, you know. It's just what we do apparently. Sidetrack the show.
Ah, fuck it, YOLO.
Yeah. Anyway, so things I like about Bloodborne, there is like not a lot of weapons. So like they're all pretty good instead of like the Dark Souls formula of having like 6 good ones and 100 shitty ones.
And also just like the Bloodborne or the Dark Souls formula of like, here's 12 long swords.
Yeah.
They're not different, really.
Nope.
One of them is better than the others, but aside from that, they're all the same.
Yeah. Whereas each Bloodborne weapon is like completely unique from the other one. I can't think of one. Well, I guess the Kirk Hammer and the Ludwig's Holy Blade are pretty
Not
fucking
really,
similar,
though.
but only
Kinda
similar in their untransformed mode.
There's only one real clone, and that's Saw Cleaver and Saw Spear.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about
Which I don't even know why both of those are in the game.
that. I don't know.
They could have easily just gotten rid of one.
Yeah. They It's not even like they need different stats. They're pretty much really similar.
No, I mean they are slightly different, but not.
Not
I
by
don't think
much.
I don't think it's a meaningful difference. They could have gotten rid of one, but
The
whatever. It's not a big deal. It's one
right,
weapon. Who gives a shit?
the moveset's completely the same. Oh, except for transform. The spear does some jabby shit.
Yeah, it's got like a
That's
big
right.
throw. I mean, it's a spear, so.
Right. It's fine, I guess.
Yeah,
But no,
whatever.
I like that. I like
It's not
that
like the
everything
game's
feels.
oversaturated with weapons.
No,
There's like 24 weapons or something.
yeah, I like how each of them feel. It's really fun, and you really can tell when you picked up something different. That fucking amygdala arm, dude.
Yeah, that's one thing
That
that
thing's so
Bloodborne did really well.
crazy.
Is just have weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, have an arm of one of the bosses. Here, have a circular saw. Have a wheel, just a big wheel.
Yep.
I mean, there of course there are some like more quote unquote boring weapons, like Ludwig's
Oh
Holy
yeah.
Blade, which is just like a big sword.
I really hate it.
But for the
I
most part,
absolutely
they're
hate it.
like pretty unique. Like, oh, here's a little sword that turns into a fucking hammer,
Yeah. Kirkhammer's really fun.
or here's a hammer that explodes, or just crazy nonsense.
Here's a hammer with a hammer attached to it. Here's a hammer with an. Anyway.
Here's a fucking cane that turns into a whip, like you're in
Yeah.
Castlevania. It's great.
That's like the most like Bloodborne-y looking weapon I think in the game because you're dressed up like a fucking Victoria man.
It's really
And
stylish,
then
that's for sure.
yeah, that's another thing I like a lot is the style. Even though I don't particularly like that kind of style in most things for whatever reason. Like
Oh, I do. I love that shit.
for Bloodborne for me it works.
That's the whole reason I played Vampire, because it
Really?
had that aesthetic.
Talking about the Masquerade?
No.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, I forget who made it. Vampire
Oh,
Worldwide. You know what I'm
that's
talking
right.
about.
Yeah,
Vampire.
yeah, I know that one.
Still
That game
finished
was
that,
pretty
but
cool.
that's the whole reason I played it. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
I thought it looked neat. I considered giving it a shot.
I played like 6 hours of it. I would say it's like 15, $20 is like a good price for it, probably.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway, style is good. That whole
It's just
like
generally everything visually and like auditorily.
yeah,
Everything about the game is great.
that setting leads to like some really spooky shit. 'Cause then it's almost like you're in like a Bram Stoker style horror game or something. Something like
Well,
that.
very Lovecraft also,
Oh, that's true.
obviously.
Well, definitely for like the last half of the game.
The last couple thirds probably,
Yeah.
because everything up to Rom is like the first third, and then after Rom is where everything pops off.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably the last 2/3 and the DLC. The DLC is like straight up just Shadow over Innsmouth. Like
Yeah. Pretty much.
it's a straight up direct reference. They could not have gotten more on the nose if they tried.
Yeah.
But it works,
They
so
do.
I don't mind the reference.
No, it's totally fine. Um, shit. Is that the only shit I like about this game? Is the the look and crap?
Well,
Oh, no.
mechanically it's pretty fun. Like it's fun to like dodge around instead of rolling like in Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Having that dodge is really cool and really stylish. It feels really nice. The combat just feels good. It's very fluid.
It
It's very
definitely
fast.
works. It definitely just works.
Yeah, like actually just works, not fucking Todd Howard just works.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of the bosses are pretty good. I would say most of the boss fights in the game are pretty good. I can't think of any that are just straight up bad, really.
Uh. hmm.
Except for like Cleric Beast. But Cleric Beast isn't bad so much as it's just boring.
Yeah, it's just like a big fella.
There's no like Bed of Chaos in Bloodborne.
No.
Bed of Chaos is just
the
bad.
closest thing to that.
Yeah, probably. I know a lot of people swear by Rom, but it's just not that
I
fun.
don't like it.
It's just like fight a horde of enemies to the boss. Feels like Royal Rat Vanguard or something.
Oh no.
I wish they'd stop making bosses like that.
I know.
It's like, here's a bunch of enemies, the boss. And they do that a lot, like Dig into the Deep and that one in Dark Souls 2 in the church, where you have a bunch of things fall on the ground at you. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. What the hell is that one?
And the fucking rats in Dark Souls 2 also. There's a lot of them in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
Like,
Dark Souls 2 just burn. It sucks.
just make a boss. I don't need all these enemies. I mean,
No.
it can be part of the mechanic, but it shouldn't be the main challenge. And in ROM and in, Dig into the Deep, that's the main challenge that they want you to overcome. But it's not hard or interesting.
No, it's not fun either. That's for damn
I've
sure.
fought enemies all the way up to this boss, and now you want me to fight more enemies. The only difference is they have a health bar now. It doesn't really make much sense to me.
No, it's just lazy too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, you've given me a fucking guy, I guess. But it's like, why do I need to fight this one guy?
He's just a guy. I've killed many of him.
Right. I've killed that guy already. So I gotta kill like a bunch of other dudes? Like, nah, I'd rather not. I gotta kill a bunch of this guy's goons? Why are we doing this?
But thankfully, FromSoft avoided that pitfall that they so often fall into in Bloodborne.
Yeah. Except for
Except for
sometimes.
Rom, but Rom is
And,
easily the
wait.
best for those bosses.
You're forgetting one. A very forgettable boss.
What's that?
Celestial Emissaries.
Oh yeah. Oh, I probably forgot about it because it's over in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah. Super duper easy.
Ah, well, fucking never mind. Fuck off, FromSoft, idiots.
Look what you did. Look what you did. Yeah, I mean that's the only like egregious case of that.
Hidetaka Miyazaki, more like Hidetaka Miyazaki. He
Oh
sucks.
shit, he sucks. But yeah, you're right. Anyway, boss wise, it's pretty unique.
Yeah,
Like, there's a
aside from those two,
right.
apparently,
Well.
that I just forgot about.
Like you say you go to fight Master Ligarius and fucking I don't know, Parl back to back. It's 2 completely different fights.
Parl.
Why'd you do that, Parl? I don't know. I got lightning hands.
They're filling my tummy.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your main likes other than things I already
Bloodborne
stated?
probably has like the best NPC fights in all of like the Soulsborne series. Because it's always struggled with NPC fights. I think this is related to the combat being good though, just the movement and the combat being good. Because in like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, when you fight an NPC, they have the same moveset as you, so like they're kind of stiff, they're kind of slow.
Yeah.
They don't really do much. They're not really much of a threat. But in Bloodborne, they are, because you're fast and you're really squirrely and move around, and so are they. So it becomes a much more interesting fight.
Yes.
But obviously that's related to the combat, so I'm just gushing over the movement and combat again. I already talked about how it's atmospheric. That's pretty much. I mean, there's not much. It's not really that deep of a game.
No, it's not even that long either. It's super short.
I mean, obviously it's deep in that there's a very high.
I have a cat.
You sure do. Obviously it's deep in that it has a very high skill ceiling. Like people can get really, really good at this game, like most FromSoft games.
All right.
But in terms of just like how many mechanics it has and how many things there are to praise, this is why it's hard to make a list of the shit you like, because there's not that much individually to say.
Yeah.
It's mostly just the way it all comes together, and shit feeds off each other. Like the NPC fights being really good because the combat's good.
Yeah. I like what you said about the NPC differences. I didn't really think about that, but that's true. Like Dark Souls NPCs are. eh.
But yeah, well, because think of fighting like Solaire when he goes crazy in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Oh God! You should have
And
told me there was gonna be a spoiler. Oh,
and
I
then
skipped
think
to
about
1478 to not have a spoiler.
oh, you're one number off from a bad time.
Well, couple numbers from a bad time.
But
Skip to 14 minutes and 88 seconds not to hear any spoilers.
but think about fighting Solaire when he goes crazy, and then think about
Yeah.
fighting Gascoigne. Think about the difference in those two fights.
It's like fucking hamburgers and cheese sauce.
But they're both in principle the same thing. What is Gascoigne but just an NPC with a bigger health bar?
Yeah, he's just a guy. But he fucking jumps around like a squirrely bastard.
And then he turns into a fucking werewolf. But that's
Well,
beside.
only after you fucking beat the shit out of him for like 5 minutes. Alright, I'm tired of this. I'm going to my werewolf form. What?
Yeah, I think that is something that most people wouldn't really think about, and I didn't even really think about until just now when you put me
Yeah.
on the spot. So I guess do that more.
I agree. Pretty wild.
Quick, ask me how to solve the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Hey Shane, how do you solve the Israel-Palestine conflict?
Ah, shit, I guess I can't.
Shit.
Yeah, I thought I really had something there.
Shoot. Hey Shane, solve the Iraq War problem. From 8 years ago.
Yeah, kill them. Kill them all.
We
Drop
can't just
bombs.
do that, Shane. That's too easy.
You want a challenge. It's just another mob boss. What, you just give me a bunch of guys to kill? That's not a fun challenge.
Jesus.
I guess we can start talking about individual things.
What do you mean?
Like the remarkable parts of the game, like specifically. I meant specific, not individual.
Specifically?
So, yeah.
You want things specific now?
Yeah, just put it in the ocean. No,
You know
like
what
actually,
I really like?
specifically.
Specifically, the fire that they did for this game looks way better than Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, which is weird
is
because this
weird.
came out before Dark Souls 3. Dark
Yeah.
Souls 3 came out in like what, 2016?
Yeah.
And this came out in 2014, right?
Yeah.
And I assume they're in the same engine.
It's gotta be, or at least something similar.
So I wonder why the fire looks different.
I don't know. It looks way better. I don't know. It kind of like wiggles nice, whereas like Dark Souls looks like, I don't know, like Diablo fucking sprites.
Well, maybe it was a performance thing.
Maybe.
Because Dark Souls 3 runs a lot better than Bloodborne.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Which is something really bad about Bloodborne, by the way.
Runs like dog shit.
When you go into a new area, it runs at fucking 14 FPS.
Yeah.
Not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
That's like 1/4 of what is acceptable.
It's pretty crazy that it runs like shit. I mean, I can only think of like 2 times that Dark Souls 3 does that. And it's when you cross from that fucking... Get on that elevator, go into the forest town, and it does that loading screen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. And then,
Yeah.
some of the DLC is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Mostly the Ring City, because there's a lot of effects going on. I'm surprised Ring City doesn't run worse. Like, when all the archers get summoned, I'm surprised it doesn't just chug.
Yeah. But it really doesn't.
But fucking
I don't know.
Bloodborne does. Bloodborne does all the time, no matter what you're doing. Throw a Molotov at the ground and, like, spin your cape a little bit.
Yeah, you're done.
PS4 is gonna explode. Better shoot some thermal paste in there quick before it catches on fire.
Sort of clear my throat very loudly. I had a blech in it. Probably from drinking Miller High Life.
I don't have an from drinking Arnie Palmies.
I'm surprised you don't. It's full of sugar.
That's fine.
Uh, let's see. Fuck it. I'm just gonna talk about shit I hate. A lot of
Yeah, go
design
for it, man.
shit is really bad. Like fucking areas, fucking ridiculous.
Chalice dungeons.
Chalice dungeons are stupid as fuck.
Like it just removes it removes what everybody loves about Souls,
I know.
which is like really tight, concise, deliberate level design, and just makes it like the Binding of Isaac or something with a Bloodborne skin on it. They're just not fun to run through. The bosses in the Chalice dungeons are great. Like Queen Yarnum, cool boss, pretty easy, but still a really cool boss. The big fire dog, cool boss. The dude, like king dude with the fucking cape, who's also an old Yarnumite. Thumerian something. I forget his name. He's a cool boss. But
I don't
to
know
get
who
to
that
those
is.
bosses, you have to run through these boring ass dungeons.
Yeah.
And satisfy all these dumb requirements of like, oh, get 7 yellow backbones and a bunch of eyes, and here's some ritual blood. And it's like, I don't want to fucking do that. Can I just fight the bosses?
Nope.
But then I don't, because I don't want to. I don't want to do all that. If they would just have, I don't even know how they would put those bosses in the game without Chalice dungeons, aside from just having a boss rush, because you'd have to have like a million areas to put those bosses in. But honestly, I'd rather just not have them, because the Chalice dungeons are trash.
It's definitely not my favorite part of the game. I tried to do it like once, a long time ago, and like really kind of hammered down on it. I just got so bored.
It is, because it's a grind.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to grind like that.
No, typically people don't like a fucking grind at all.
No, unless it's presented to you really well, or if that's the point of the game, like Harvest Moon or something.
Warframe.
Yeah, but not in
Point of that
fucking
game is to grind.
Bloodborne.
No, it's stupid. It's like they're like people love to grind. What if we did that in our game too? It's like don't do it. Why'd you do that? The most grinding I want to do in a Souls game is like kill the same enemy a couple times to get like his stuff, and that's it.
Even that's kind of annoying at times.
Yeah, it's fucking obnoxious. Like the Ring Knights, fuck them.
Like getting that Lothric Knight Sword in Dark Souls 3 was fucking
Yeah.
a terrible experience for me. I spent like two or 3 hours just doing that.
Or any of the Lothric gear.
Oh, the rest of the Lothric gear was
Pain in the
easy.
ass.
I had 5 sets of their armor.
Oh. I guess.
By the end of it, it was fucking terrible trying to get that sword. But no, Bloodborne just like, let's just do that
Yeah, that's the it's a feature,
as a main gameplay mechanic.
not a bug. It's a feature.
I don't know. It could have been done so much better. I kind of wish they were just the same every time, and they were like designed deliberately
Yeah,
instead of being random. And also, I wish they had different skins on them because they all look exactly the same. They all use the same tile set.
it's really fucking boring. I think only the first one's exactly the same every time.
It might be the first 2. I seem to remember that being the case. And I think
still,
there
it's
are only a
fucking
few
gay.
layouts, but still.
Yeah.
And also, they're still fucking boring because they're just like hallways.
Yeah.
There's no like dope set pieces like is in the rest of the game. It's just dungeons.
Check
And
out
I
my
get that's
hallway.
kind of the point, but that doesn't make it good.
No.
So it's too bad that really this really good game just has this huge black mark on it.
And there's a lot of like gear and stuff that you can only get from Chalice dungeons.
Yeah, beast claws.
Yeah, some other
The
shit.
sweet fucking with like wizard hat. It's not a wizard hat, but
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had that stuff. That witch hat. That witch.
yeah, witch hat.
Here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit in there, and the best versions of some of the weapons you can only get there too.
Right. Just it's so
Well, the
stupid.
best versions of all the weapons, because that's the only place you can get weapons that aren't just normal weapons without prefixes or anything on them.
Right. Which as soon as I figured out, that's like, oh yeah, you got to do this, this, and this, and this to get the best version of this. It's like, no, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm glad PvP is kind of shit in this game, so you don't have to do that.
Right. That would be a fucking nightmare.
People are probably mad
Lord.
at me for saying PvP is shit in this game.
It's shit.
It's just
Really shitty.
I don't know, it's like too fast for how bad Soul's netcode is.
Yeah. The lag dying via lag is like way too fucking prevalent.
And also, I feel like you just get too many. You have too many heals in this game.
Yeah, you got 20 off the bat, essentially.
Yeah. It's just too many. That's why Dark Souls got annoying in the later games of PvP. Because in Dark Souls 1, when it first came out, generally people wouldn't have more than 10.
No.
And you were really vulnerable when you were drinking Estus in the first one too.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just pop that shit like Bloodborne. You just stick something in your leg and you can dodge literally 1 millisecond after that. But you have 20 of those instant heals, and the fight just drags on and on and on. And what is supposed to be the fastest game in the series becomes the slowest, ironically.
Right. Oh, cat's over here now. What's he doing? Going to the bathroom. Cool. Jargul.
It sucks. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's too much shit. It's terrible.
Yeah.
The enemies respawn. People are shooting lasers at you. There's 3 hunters you have to fight.
That in itself makes the area fucking ridiculous. 300 fights.
Why? At the same time.
Right.
Spread them out a little bit, man. No one's going to sit there and kill those 3 hunters. I guarantee you 99% of the player base runs past them. So what's the point?
There's no point.
They're just there to be a shitty obstacle that no one's going to interface with.
What do you even get from? Do you even get anything good from those guys? I don't even think so.
I think runes? Can't be anything that important.
No. If it is, I don't know what the fuck it is, and obviously I've, gone through my life without getting it because I've never killed those guys. So
Yeah, I think it's just runes. I think the one guy gives you like the best claw mark rune or something.
Oh, and the boss for that area is fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, because he just stands. He's just a big fucking pillow that you just beat on.
He's this big old meat mass. Legs. We collectively each died from him one time because he was like doing something stupid.
Oh, I died because. Oh, never mind. I died twice to him.
Did you?
I died the one time because he did the weird thing where he like stomped and then kicked and then as he was kicking you kicked again. That killed you and me.
Yeah.
And then the time that it killed you, I had you summoned.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got bored fighting him because he had more health because I had you summoned, and I was just like, fuck it, and I just died. So yeah, I died twice to him, shamefully.
How fucking dare you? Disgusting.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'll do better next time.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Never mind. Don't like it.
I like the idea I'm about to shit all over this game, and as soon as we're done, I'm gonna go play it.
I know. Well, at least we're past all the really shitty parts in the current playthrough.
Yeah.
So all the shit we're gonna shit on, we're not gonna actually experience.
Yeah. What I find really stupid is, like, Nightmare Mensis is pretty shitty. We're about to do that.
Oh yeah, fuck. God damn it. Frenzy is such a bad mechanic.
Yeah. It's like the last
would stop building up when you're out of line of sight. I hate
the last quarter of that game just sucks.
Oh man, so many of the late game areas are just bad. I don't understand why they exist.
I don't know.
The DLC kind of sucks too.
It does suck. We did it that one time. I don't know if I care to do it again.
I don't know. Maybe we could do the early parts of it. The early parts aren't so bad.
Yeah. Did we beat?
Just
Wait
throw
a minute.
some
We
shit
didn't
at you.
beat the fucking. Did we beat the boss for that?
No, God
Oh
no.
no.
We said we were gonna have better builds, and then we were gonna do
Oh,
it.
that's right. That's right. Okay, so maybe we'll just beat it. Because
Our
I
builds
do have a way
suck.
better build.
Yeah, I had a fucking Blade of Mercy, which is like just not that good.
What the fuck did I have?
I don't remember. You were flip flopping all over the place. You had all kinds of weapons.
Yeah, I get fucking. Every time I like do a game like this, that's my first initial playthrough. I try to do too much, and yeah, I do too much. But
Yeah, hopefully we do better this time.
I think we will.
I just this game would be so much better if they just took out like 10 or 15% of all enemies.
Yeah.
In every area. Just like get rid of a couple of those. You don't need all of them. You've got plenty. And just like cut out a couple of boss fights. Get rid of celestial emissaries.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Because what's the point? It's over in a second.
Yeah.
And get rid of living fucking failures too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need living failures. It's just long. It's not hard. It's not fun. It's just long because they have a lot of health.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
There's a lot of pointless shit. It's like, why am I doing it like this? Why don't I just do it normal? It's like, nah, because that's not how it is. Okay. I guess.
You know, I feel like a lot of people would expect us to criticize blood vials.
Ah,
But I don't think they're that bad, really.
they're fine.
I like Estus better, but blood vials aren't bad.
Nah, they're pretty alright.
I mean, I would much rather just have like something like Estus that just have blood vials still, but they regenerate no matter what. Like you don't have to get certain numbers of them.
I hate that. The only thing I hate is you have to like constantly buy them and shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they just had blood vials, but instead of having to buy them, they just replenished on their own, it would obviously be better. But the way they are now isn't really that big of a deal.
Nah,
And I think people really overstate how much you have to farm blood vials.
really don't. As long as you play the game and just like use your extra blood echoes to to buy vials, like you're good. You'll have max in your stash box and max on you at all times.
Yeah, because this is I think our current playthrough, I think, is my 5th playthrough of this game.
Oh yeah.
Only the 3rd one I'm going to finish, but still.
Right.
It's like my 5th playthrough of the game, and it's just I've never really had a problem having enough blood vials.
No.
I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but like I feel like if you run out of blood vials all the time, you're just bad.
Yeah, you're clearly using way too many.
Yeah, like why are you doing that?
You're hurting yourself.
Like if you know you're gonna lose an encounter, just stop fighting it. Don't use blood vials
Yeah, just
anymore.
leave.
You're wasting 20 blood vials for no reason.
And then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm out of blood vials. This game's fucking stupid.
Jesus, what a bad mechanic! And like, yeah, it's not the best mechanic, but like, it's totally fine.
Right, it's doable.
It doesn't break the game. It doesn't really significantly make it worse, in my opinion. I don't know.
I
Below
disagree
that criticism
with.
out of proportion.
Right. I disagree with the amount of pebbles you're allowed to have.
I have 216 pebbles. So
Yes, you
get
do.
fucked, Jim. I don't care. Also, speaking of having to replenish things, I wish every item you had on you just automatically drew from the stash box whenever you go to the hunter stream. Instead of having to go in there and manually doing it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, you know how blood vials and bullets automatically are replenished when you go to the hunter stream? It takes it right out of the stash box. That doesn't happen with the rest of the items, and I wish it did.
Oh, yeah. That would be
Like,
nice.
I have poison knives in my stash box, and I only have 5 on me, but they don't replenish. Same thing with Molotovs, same thing with, like, beast blood pellets. It would just be nice if they did. And I don't understand why they don't.
I don't know.
There's really
It
no
would be
reason
nice.
for them not to.
No. I don't know. It's big oversight there. Because it's like, yeah, you gotta whatever reason, manually go in there and be like, I need 10 of my sedatives.
Yeah, just one by one by one, just go down the
1, 2,
list. It's
3,
really
4, 5,
tedious.
10 sedatives. Stupid. And you fucking need them sedatives, my friend. Because,
Yeah, no shit.
again, I forgot, we have to do another playthrough because I forgot
It's
to talk
big
to the
brain
old lady.
time. I know.
So fucked.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I know. I was fine last time, too. It was just like, I had to buy sedatives. Shut up.
Also, I just want to say again, it's big brain time. I want you to laugh at my joke that I made about the brain of Menses. Laugh at my joke.
Ha
Thank you.
ha! Hoo hee hee ha ha wah ha.
I'm glad you've done it.
And the audience has laughed as well.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, audience. In
Fuck.
60 years, when everybody finds this and wondering why we're not doing more.
Fucking the Gongarians that come to the planet after we're all extinct.
Yep.
What is the soft R show?
Interesting. It seems it only has 10 plays from when it was released. It's like the new Van Gogh. We die penniless and old in Holland.
People only listen to us after we're dead.
Yeah.
It belongs at a museum.
So do you, said that guy. I can't remember.
The Gongarian.
Yeah. The fucking Gongarian. Thanks.
You know, we made it through this a lot faster than I thought we would.
Yeah, Bloodborne is like, we could fucking dip into the lore and all that shit if we really, really wanted to, but
That's really complicated.
it's fucking really complicated. I didn't even understand what the hell was going on until you kind of explained it.
I gotta go bust out the fucking Paleblood Hunt real quick in order to dive into that.
It is really lore heavy. And
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't
probably
make
more
any
so than any Souls game.
motherfucking sense. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes sense. It's just like a lot of it is obscured. They could do a sequel pretty easily, I think.
I don't know why they haven't. I guess because it's like a PlayStation property instead of just FromSoft or something like that.
You would think Sony would like want to jump on that though.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where FromSoft wasn't really doing anything.
Well, now they're making that Elden Ring, whatever the fuck that is.
No, it's already out. You haven't played it?
Oh, that's right. Excuse me.
You
I
haven't
don't-
fought Honghar the Glaive Master, what the fuck his name is?
Yeah, I have. I had a really tough time in the old cemetery fighting Gongath the Barbarian. But once I figured out that you got to dodge left from his overhead swing, it became really easy.
You haven't seen the cutscene where the Gongarian finds a soft R show and says it belongs in a museum?
Ah, interesting. I did. It was great.
It was Glaive Master Hodir, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Oh, dear.
Why does this exist?
I don't know. What a stupid sub.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know. They're kind of stupid.
Fake boss concept. Owl Maiden of Morig. What? Why?
Excuse me?
Not only is he dreaming up boss fights, he's dreaming up the fact that owls are important in this game. He's dreaming up the fact that Morig exists as a place, possibly. He even drew fan art.
Oh, come on.
There's another one too, the Drowned of Syode.
Oh, dude, there's a million of them. That whole subreddit's full of them,
What the
and
fuck?
they're all really cancerous and stupid.
What's wrong with these people? It's
I can't even.
it's like they're
begin to understand.
obsessed. It's like they have a legitimate obsession.
Yeah. Well, there hasn't been any updates, so it's like, well, just stop caring.
Yeah, well, you think you'd fucking move on. The same thing happened with Death Stranding, and no one started making up fake lore for that. Not to the same extent, anyway. People had theories, obviously, but nobody was talking about Glaive Master Hodir.
No, and nobody even knows what the fuck this game's gonna be, let alone if it's. I don't know.
All these people are going to be very disappointed.
Right. There's I mean, no references to their stupid fucking memes. Like, at all. 'Cause that's retarded.
I just don't understand. They're putting a lot of work into like nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's a fucking Reddit in a nutshell.
Well, yeah, I guess you got a point there.
Yeah. I'm smarter. I like 8chan, even though it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, all the fucking cheese pizza I can handle, dude.
I like Wizard Chan.
Yeah?
Yep.
Tell me more about that.
No.
Okay.
I won't do it.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. I don't know.
There we
It's like,
there we are, Bloodborne, making fun of people on Reddit,
yeah.
talking about bad things.
It's obviously I don't know, if you want like a breakdown of Bloodborne lore, you've come to the wrong place because I don't give a shit.
Well, just go read the Paleblood pet. Yep.
Poo.
Just give me a second. Let me
Yep.
prepare my palate to say this word. Just go read the Paleblood Hunt.
Yep.
Just go read that. You can find it. I'm sure
Is that
you've read it
comic?
before if you're interested in this shit anyway. No, it's just like a big, huge, massive fan theory
Oh, okay.
that is kind of taken by a lot of people as just being legit,
Correct.
because
Yeah.
it all ties it together really well.
Fair enough.
Though I will stress it is not canon, obviously.
Okay.
So don't go around acting like it is.
It's like
But
proposed canon, like
it makes sense.
as canon as it could be.
Yeah, well, because FromSoft is never going to come out and be like, oh yeah, here's the story, here's our outline that we kept in-house.
I like to think that they don't have one.
They probably don't.
Yeah.
Because that's always been the principle of it. Is fucking Hidetaka Miyazaki couldn't understand English, so he would like half read these books and just like make shit up in his head.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Makes for
idea. Interesting way to write something.
Makes for a good story.
But yeah, just go Pale Blood Hunt, go look at item descriptions, make shit up in your head. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Pale Blood Hunt is really good though.
Yeah.
It's pretty well written. It's pretty easy to find too. You probably just find it on like the Bloodborne subreddit or something if you just look for it hard enough.
Oh.
For you, my friend Jim, I could just give you a link probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'll take that link and I will certainly read that on my free time. Hee.
Yeah, I have it. I'll send it to you right now. You can actually put it in the description of this episode.
Hey, you know what? I will. Yeah, that's actually a lot easier than telling people to go find shit for themselves.
Yeah, here you go. It's a fucking Google Doc of the whole fucking thing.
I just got it.
Yeah, go just put that in the description when you upload this shit. Everybody go look at it.
Yeah, so officially, that's what will happen. Paleblood Hunt will be in the description, so you can click on it and
I
go
want
like,
you to
"Oh, that's
scroll
fucking
through just
gay."
see how long it is.
Oh boy! All right, here we go.
Because this goes through like everything.
Really? I'm never gonna
Yes.
read this.
You should though. It's good.
I
And
might
you'll
read it.
appreciate Bloodborne a lot
Okay.
more. It's really not as long as it looks. It's just because it's on a phone screen.
Final analysis or anal, yes, sis. I'm loading the document right now because Google is slow.
Should have opened it in a browser, my friend.
Yeah, I should have, but no, I'm not.
Yeah, you're fucked. Look at what you've
Mm.
done.
Whatever. I'll just do this. Oh, well, let me do it.
Yeah, it's fine. People
Yeah,
can read that.
right.
And
It'll be
should
there.
read
You
it
can
eventually.
look at it if you want. Boom.
Indeed.
If you don't want to, then just don't do it.
Yeah, fuck
Like
you.
I'm gonna. Oh, it's long.
It's not that long.
That's a lot of words to be reading.
It's on a phone screen, dude.
The only part I care. There's the werewolves, and then they do the claws and the tags.
If you were looking at that same amount of text on like a piece of paper, you wouldn't think it was that long.
I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, well, we're pretty much done. Bloodborne is good, deeply flawed.
Deeply fucking flawed.
I hope they make a sequel so they can make it way better.
Yeah.
And also have
That'd
it
be
not
nice.
perform like ass.
Yeah.
I hope they
Because it
make
does.
Bloodborne cart. What would be the equivalent of the red shell in Bloodborne, do you think?
Um,
What would be the equivalent of the blue shell in Bloodborne cart?
or any shell in general.
Like, what would just fuck over first place player? The old blood
Oh,
if you don't fear it.
oh no! A fucking winter lantern. You just throw a fucking
Oh
hole in winter
no!
lantern.
Just embraces you.
Yeah.
Oh god!
It goes ding 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 ding, ding and then you're dead.
Now I'm in
And you're in
8th
last place.
place. What have I done?
Yep.
There we go. Solved. Bloodborne card coming this summer.
Maybe I just farted.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna do a brief recommendation bit,
Yeah, go for it,
and
bro.
then we're gonna call it quits here. Mine is U-Boat. It's an early access game on Steam. It's kind of like playing a mix between Silent Hunter and This War of Mine, which is kind of a really fun mix where you gotta like manage your crew, make sure they
Nothing with
don't.
this war of mine sounds fun.
I like that game. Shut up. It's good.
It's not fun though.
I like it.
It's like very depressing.
Yeah. But anyway, in a sense, you gotta manage your crew,
Well, it's like saying
fellas.
Schindler's
Make sure they don't
List
go
is
in
fun. I just,
What?
I mean, you keep talking. Go ahead. I just like, I have a problem with calling this war of mine fun.
It's enjoyable. How about that?
I guess.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
As I was saying, you manage your crew in the boat. So, if you got a guy who's kind of losing it,
Wow,
you
really? I love
go over and
boats.
slap a dude. Or whatever.
You can seriously just run around and slap your crew if they're not doing their job.
Yeah, like if a dude's like sleeping on duty, you can walk up to him and be like, "Ah, what are you doing?" Then you fucking beat the shit out of him.
That sounds really great.
Yeah. Or you can shoot him. Like it's like, "Yo, this is the last time you're dereliction of duty. Ensign." What a German name. And you just kill him.
You probably have like a chance for a mutiny after that, huh?
Yeah, it fucks with like the discipline of the boat,
Yeah.
and then bad things happen. But all in all, it's pretty fucking cool. You can like really get into the nitty gritty of like angling shots and doing all this shit with the torpedoes, or you can do what I do and just tell the fucking captain and just start plugging numbers in, and you just go bang, shoot.
I was just going to ask if you had to get into the nitty gritty of it or not.
You don't have to. It's
But
not like
apparently you
fucking.
don't.
No. It's I mean, obviously it's a sub sim, so there's a lot of fucking shit you got to manage, but it's
Well, yeah, of course.
all sub sims are kind of complicated by nature, but this one not as much if you don't want to. Yeah. One cool thing is you can like, you got your whole crew, whatever. You when you zoom in, there's like a breakaway mode on the side of the sub, so like a piece of the, so you can see the inside, and then you can individually like take control of one guy and walk around the inside of the boat, and people will be doing stuff. Pretty neat.
That's cool. Yeah, it sounds just like a really interesting game, honestly.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I bought it a bunch of months ago when it first came out, and it ran like dog shit.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that was the same game.
Yeah, it ran like dog ass on my computer, so I was like, no, I'm gonna wait on this one. So I got a Steam refund because I only played it for maybe 45 minutes.
Right.
And I think today or yesterday I decided to, get back into it, and I was like, oh, it only runs like dog shit by the land because they made a whole city with buildings.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems pointless.
A little silly, but they decided to do that. But I don't have the
Yeah.
best computer in the world, so you get close to land, and it starts sputtering a little bit.
Well, it's probably also not very optimized.
It's not. It's an early access game still, so I mean, it's got problems. It's a little buggy.
Well, hopefully it gets better.
Yep.
How long has it been early access? Do you know?
I don't think that long. Let me check. Let's see. Store page.
Because that could tell us right now if it's gonna get better or not.
Right. Early access. Where the fuck was it? Why can't I see it?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, April 30th.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah. It really hasn't been that long. It's a good year for sub games because there's been a couple that have been pretty good. This one and then Wolfpack is a really fucking cool game.
Yeah, is that the other one you were playing where you met that German dude?
Yeah, I met a couple guys, couple fellas, couple of sailors.
What a
Yeah.
strange genre of game to be having a boom.
It is a little weird. You wouldn't think that would be the case, but submarine games are really getting down with it. It's like all the people my age finally saw the movie fucking Das Boot all at the same time, and we're like, holy shit, I want to do that in a video game.
I fucking love submarines, dude.
God damn it, U-boats are the best.
I want to drive a boat in the shape of a U.
Woo! Silent Hunter 5 is shitty. Don't play that. By the way, here's a slight deviation of what I'm going to say.
Here's
Silent
a
Hunter
recommendation and a disrecommendation.
Yeah, don't play Silent Hunter 5 unless you really want to fucking mod the hell out of it. And it's not worth your fucking time. Go play Silent Hunter 4, Wolves of the Pacific, and get its expansion U-boat missions, because it's pretty fucking good.
I think they jumped the shark with Silent Hunter 4. I think you'd be better off playing Silent Hunter 2. That's where the franchise really took off.
No,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
that's right. If you want to be like fancy pants and be like, oh, I only play Silent Hunter 3 because that's when got it's used. Shut up. 4's the best. 3 sucks. It's old. It's stupid. 4 is fun. But U-Boat is a good game, so you should play it if you want to. And right now it's on sale, but who knows when you're going to hear this. But as of November 25th, 2019, it is on sale. Your turn.
I'm not going to say anything about it, but I just want people to play Death Stranding.
I'm gonna.
We're going to have an episode where I talk about it, I assume,
Yes.
at some point when I get closer
yeah.
to finishing it. But
Probably after I play it too.
but just play that game because it's worth your time. It's a really good experience. It's a great piece of art. Just play it. And one thing you shouldn't play if we're doing disc recommendations, don't ever buy a fucking Pokemon game in your life ever again. Let that franchise die. It's over. I'm tired of this nonsense.
You don't like the
Get
new
out of my
Pokemon mouse
Game
cursor Achu?
I haven't liked Pokemon for 6 years, and it's only getting worse, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
It's trash. Anyway,
People will still buy the same junk over and over again, though.
yeah, fucking obviously. Anyway, I'm done having my tantrum.
Alright. Who should suck a dick this week?
Polygon's been writing a lot of stupid Game of the Decade articles. Fuck you, Polygon.
Yeah, fuck you, Polygon, you piece of shit. Suck my
Suck
dick.
my dick.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down.